It really started as a hobby. We enjoy cooking, we enjoy food, and we enjoy entertaining. So I think that was the initial idea of how a restaurant came about. When you put all those elements together, you share everything that you love, you put it into one mix, and you kind of figure what you can make out of it. And in this case, for us, for it to be sustainable, it was basically to turn that love into a business, and that business happens to be a restaurant for us. So with the big group, we started initially first with Plan B. We wanted it to be a chain of small coffee shops, and that kind of grew a little bit organically. And then other opportunities came round, and that allowed us to open new concepts. We've got Ben's, which is basically a family-style restaurant with food and recipes I grew up with from my childhood, with my family. We've got Ben's General Food Store, which is basically like a little deli, pizza, salad, roast chicken takeaway place. And then later on, more and more opportunities came along, and we evolved. We opened Beast, the steakhouse, Baca, which is a modern barbecue restaurant. We've got Mario and Luigi, which is like an Italian restaurant. And then there's the bar division. And then, of course, there is our supermarket division, which is like this wonder emporium that it's always a little bit of my fantasy. Everything put into one playground. So a lot of the phases of business grew organically through opportunities that came along. It's 24 hours. There's no start, there's no end to a day. I think what's amazing is with today's technology and communication, it makes work a lot more accessible and a lot easier. I live on my phone. That's not a good thing, but with that communication tool, it allows me insights into all the restaurants, 36 sites at one go, whether it's through CCTV or whether it's just through simple WhatsApp, communicating, finding out what's wrong, finding out if there are any issues, investigating. And then, of course, there is the real work, which is going on onto the floor, into the stores to see how are things working, and then not forgetting there's still the back-end aspect which we need to work on, the day-to-day finance side, business development, planning. It's 24 hours. Yes, absolutely. I think the economic slowdown is very real. It affects every single business in the country. People are being very wary of what they spend on. They're looking for better value proposition. And for us as restaurateurs, we kind of need to adapt to that change to figure out what are our consumers' main concerns, and how do we provide them that certainty that the quality is met, and that hard-earned dollar they have to spend is fully utilized in terms of that value proposition, that they're getting exactly what they pay for, whether it's the quality of the food or the quality of service. Everything comes back down to a value proposition, and our job is to make sure that's met. Perseverance. I would boil it down back to perseverance as being the key characteristics that you really need to be patient with the business. There are a lot of things that, even for us, we've opened so many restaurants. There's still some that fail, today, and we don't know why. Obviously, we try and spend time to investigate to find out what did we do wrong, whether it's the product mix that was wrong, whether it's the location. There's so many reasons how something can go wrong so quickly. But it comes back down to perseverance, I reckon. Just pushing through and following through to fix those problems and try to overcome them. I think it's a good platform for people to get an insight into startups, into businesses, into how some of the bigger businesses work. It's a good opportunity for them to ask questions. When we started, we had nobody else to go to. We relied on the Dummies Guide to opening our first cafe. But with this day and age, something like this allows young startups the platform to inquire about what are some of their concerns, that they have, and some of the issues that they may come upon, that they are able to voice out their concerns and ask questions, really. So I think something like this is definitely very helpful.